Nanindigan naman si Governor Baymariam Saki Mangudadatu na dapat ituloy ang halalan sa BARMM sa susunod na taon. Ito ang laman ng kanyang official statement na binasa ni Maguindanao del Sur Provincial Administrator Attorney Cyrus Torreña sa pagdinig ng Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms ng Kamara. Si Attorney Torreña ang nagrepresenta sa gobernador sa pagdinig.
The people of Maguindanao del Sur is against the postponement of the first Bangsamoro parliamentary elections scheduled on 12 of May 2025. The Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao was established to economically and politically empower the Bangsamoro people. For decades, we have sought self-determination and genuine autonomy. With the creation of the BARM, we were given the opportunity to fulfill these aspirations, including the fundamental right to establish a government that truly represents the Moro people. To borrow from the wisdom of Abraham Lincoln, the Bangsamoro government must be of the Moro, by the Moro, and for the Moro. This vision can only be realized if our leaders, those entrusted with the public service of our people, are elected through democratic mandate of the Bangsamoro people. Elections are the foundation of democracy. It is a platform where all voices are heard, where the poor and the rich, the datos and the sultans, the commanders and the fighters are equal participants in shaping the future of the community. Elections are our path towards establishing a government rooted in the principles of self-governance as enshrined in the Bangsamoro Organic Law. They are also a vital step towards achieving lasting peace, development, and empowerment for the Bangsamoro people. For the past 6 years, the governance of BARM has been entrusted to an appointed body, the Bangsamoro Transition Authority. Its purpose was to facilitate the passage of essential codes and ensure a seamless transition to the envisioned parliamentary system. However, this temporary structure has persisted far longer than intended, casting doubt on its temporary nature. It is important to emphasize that the BTA is a transitional and provisional body, not a fully empowered parliament as envisioned in the BOL. Its members, being appointed rather than elected, do not hold the direct mandate of the people. Despite this, the BTA has been entrusted with managing approximately 500 billion pesos in black grants, special development funds, and international, and over the past 5 years, practically without any review or accountability. It should be noted that both the framers of the Comprehensive Agreement on the Bangsamoro and the authors of the Bangsamoro Organic Law intended a period of only 3 years for a transition authority. When it was extended for the first time in 2022 for a period of 3 years, the extension was never really a legitimate Bangsamoro Transition Authority. We disagree that the separation of Solo from BARM is a reason to postpone the election. The separation, dissolution, or change in the geography of BARM cannot overturn the right of suffrage promised to the Moro people. The people of the 5 provinces under BARM cannot be made to suffer in their political rights, especially the right of the Moro people to choose their leaders just because a province was separated. If hypothetically, the Philippines were to face a situation where there will be separation, dissolution, or change in its political structures and local government units, the local and national elections would remain unaffected. It will proceed. The same respect should be given to the Moro people. We also disagree that the creation of a province accommodating the special geographic area is a prerequisite to BARM parliamentary elections. Nowhere in the Bangsamoro Organic Law, the Local Government Code, or even the Constitution provide that a province needs to be created first before municipalities or subordinate local government units can participate in regional or national election. In fact, it is not even a unique and independent case of its own. Pateros, for example, is a municipality without a province, and yet it has participated in all barangay, local, and national elections without any problem. It is our position that neither the separation of Sulu from BARM nor the absence of a province to accommodate the SGA municipalities is enough reason to deny our people the first parliamentary elections in 2025. It does not justify the postponement of the elections. For the rule of law to prevail and for the acts of Bangsamoro Parliament to hold full legitimacy, its members must be chosen by the people they represent. Only through elections can we ensure that our leaders are genuinely accountable to the Bangsamoro people and that their governance reflects the will of the electorate. The argument in favor of the extension bill seemed to ignore that about 2 million voters will be denied their full rights of suffrage in 2025.